Good morning, guys. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Poetry Corner, and thank you for joining me. And this is it, guys. This is the last chapter in Greycliff, A Lighthouse Keeper's Tale, a tale of romance between Davy Snow and Lorna. It's sadly coming to an end, but don't worry, guys. On Monday, we've got a new story set in the Edwardian times in the United Kingdom in the 19th century. So look forward to that on Monday morning. We'll have our new story, which is called The Season of Polite Longings, or Yearnings, but I call it Longings. It's the same thing. But anyway, guys, look forward to that brand new story on Monday morning. We'll leave tomorrow is Sunday, the Lord's Day, so we'll have a couple of short stories with a moral to it. But in the meantime, let's get on and let's wrap this up. This A Lighthouse Keeper's Tale. This is the last chapter, so let's read on, guys, and see how they end up. Chapter 22, A New Light. They returned to the lighthouse at dusk. The road home felt shorter, though no distance had truly changed. The difference lay within them, in the quiet sense that something unfinished had at last been set down. The sea followed them faithfully, its presence no longer heavy with unanswered questions, but calm, companionable. When the lighthouse came into view, standing steadfast against the darkening sky, Lorna felt a soft ache bloom in her chest. "We're home," she whispered. Davy drew the cart to a stop and stepped down, offering his hand. She took it without hesitation. Together they climbed the familiar path, the stones worn smooth beneath their feet, the wind brushing past like a blessing. Inside, the lighthouse greeted them with warmth. Davy lit the great lantern as evening settled, its beams sweeping outwards across the water, steady, certain, alive. Below, Lorna moved quietly through the room, setting things back into their places, restoring the rhythm they had left behind. Then, as she had done so many evenings before, she lit the candle in the window. Its flame caught at once, glowing softly against the gathering night. Davy joined her there, watching the two lights, one vast, one small, shine together. "The sea brought you here," he said quietly, "but you stayed because you chose to." Lorna nodded, "And because you did." She turned to him, the candlelight tracing her features with gold. "I once believed love was something decided for us," she continued, "by families, by promises made too early, by lives that looked right from the outside." Davy listened, his gaze never leaving hers. "But now I know," she said, voice steady and sure, "that love is a light we tend, one we choose again and again, even when the night is long." Davy reached for her hand. "Then stay," he said. "Not as a plea, but as a vow. Stay with me here in my life." Lorna smiled, tears bright but unfallen. "I never meant to leave." He kissed her then, not hurried, not hungry, but full of promise, of future mornings and shared silences, of storms weathered side by side. Outside, the village lay quiet. Somewhere below, a fisherman glanced up and took comfort in the familiar beam. Somewhere farther out, a ship adjusted its course, guided safely onwards. The light did its work. Later at night, as night deepened, Lorna stood once more at the window, watching the candle flicker. "My mother once told me," she said softly, "that some women spend their lives waiting for permission to be happy." Davy wrapped his arms around her from behind. And you?" She leaned into him, resting her head against his chest. "I stopped waiting." Above them, the lighthouse lantern turned its endless circle. Below them, the candle burned steady and kind. Two lights, one purpose. A home claimed not by inheritance or expectation, but by love freely chosen. And so, my lighthouse keeper was no longer alone. The woman who once wandered has found her harbour, and the sea at last kept watch in peace. And that's the end. So there you go, guys. All's well with Davy, Snow and Lorna. Looks like we're going to have a lovely life together, settling into their blissful companionship in the lighthouse. And that's the end of those guys. And don't worry, guys, that's not to be too sad, because we've got a brand new story on Monday. The Season of Polite Longing or Yearning. It's going to be a new tale set in Edwardian England, elegant, restrained, romantic and quietly transformative. Edwardian England, 1904. So there you go. So stay tuned for that, guys. And the subject is a Miss Elena Whitcomb. It's about her, guys. So let's see what happens there. I think she's been living at home under her mother's protection, but she wants to get out into the big wide world and find romance for herself and be free. So we'll see what that's all about, guys. And there's a mosquito buzzing around me here, guys. I've got to watch how I get bit. Anyway, guys, thank you. I hope you enjoyed The Lighthouse Keeper's Tale. It's sad it's got to come to an end, but all good things must come to an end, they do say. So join me for a new chapter, new book on Monday, The Season of Polite Longing, set in Edwardian England in 1904. Monday morning we'll have that, but tomorrow's the Lord's Day, so we're going to have a couple of short stories with a moral to it. But until then, and we're still going to Topsy Tickletown, so don't be so sad. We're going to Topsy Tickletown tonight for it's about Captain Wobbleboots. Captain Wobbleboots, and the day the wind changed its mind. So let's see why the wind changed its mind in Topsy Tickletown tonight. But until then, guys, have a very lovely Saturday. Enjoy your day, and now we can take some coffee. But before that, we say it's a lighthouse keeper's tale. We raise a cup of joe to Davy, Snow and Lorna. They found happy married bliss, and we're off to Topsy Tickletown. So it's Topsy Tickletown before coffee. So there you go, guys. Oh, lovely. That's waking me up nicely. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me in Poetry Corner. Join me again tonight for Topsy Tickle. But until then, have a very lovely day. Have a peaceful day, and stay blessed, stay safe, and join me tonight in Topsy Tickletown. Bye bye now.